What is up, legends? We are back in Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. So we finally have the multiplayer up, so I figured I would hop in during this time and see if we can get into some gameplay with some people. Hopefully some people come in. This is my cloud right here. I'm at 21. Let's see. Match random. Oh, that's quick. Okay. I'm ready. Really interested to see how this is gonna work. Like, is it gonna lag or whatever? Obviously, because we're playing on BlueStacks right now, so. You can't speed up with this either. Zach was blah! Can I taunt? Well, the Lex, he's in defense stat. Oh, he was. Hey, that's fine. Hit me. I'm gonna break it. Get out of here. Cool. Boom. All right, that's cute. A little bit laggy. A little something. Sigils destroyed 7. Cool. Oh, you get EXP for that. All right, get the multi. Sure. Be friends. Nice, and you get currency the same way. Just like with Brave Souls. I like that. All right, I want to change up. I want to be a different character. I hope that does not crash the game doing that. Because this game will crash in a hot second. Let's try normal 2. Okay, so what I want to do is characters. Best clip. Aerith is still my strongest unit, as you guys can see. Match random. It's just because I got the most items and weapons for her. Is everybody scared of this one or something? Oh no. Come on, guys. People might be scared of it because their recommended power is not high enough. But I think it's recommended power for the whole team, not just like one person. Yeah, I might be doing something to scare people. Yeah, but if you're watching, this is recommended power for the whole team. It's not just like one character. As you can see, I'm stronger than the whole fight by myself. All right, fine. All right, let's try one more time. Somebody be brave. Come on. I'll heal you. Nah, I don't think this is where I don't think there's enough people playing. And I'm gonna try hard. So let's just not even waste time. Also, being that it's for me, it's 2:40 in the morning, so it might not be that many people even up right now. They're probably like, look at this dude with error coming in here with his 14K. What are you doing in here, sir? Well, you're not Cloud. I'm controlling this because I'm going to quagga your butt. Quagga! Bam! That's fine. Oh, I'm gonna hit. You gonna hit some threes. Do it faster. Oh, I can heavily spike and break too. I wasn't attacking with the right skill, but whatever. This was the match. See, it's a debuffer. Nice. Now, it depends on what you, because you can actually make builds, which is going to be really interesting. Depending on what weapons you put together and how you upgrade the characters and what weapon, like what they get and when do you limit break and things like that. That affects how many skills you actually get. So, as you can see, we have characters open, and I'll give you a little bit of an example of that. So as you can see, we have Zack over here, and they do have like the spear grid that you can go through, which is pretty big, and you can go through a higher one. They do this in Near Reincarnation, by the way. It's literally the same thing. As you can see, this is the stats we get. We can start upgrading different things as we get through. You can start making stuff upgrade faster. Power up faster. That's what the charge speed is. If you want to go for a more caster build over here, you can go to the caster branch. Ultimately, you can probably do it all, but you're going to probably want to focus on something. Like with Zack really, unless you want Zack to be a caster, which you can do, you probably should focus more on the attack side. And on top of that, Zack seems more like a tank. Excuse me, a tank. Depending on the weapons you get, though. Like if you don't get those weapons, you get more of the attack weapons, and he's just an attacker. But he has more defense weapons than I think Cloud does. So he seems more or less like a tank. They both have defender, though. But I haven't gotten to being able to enhance and unlock materia yet, which I will in a bit. But we'll take Cloud, for example. You have a certain amount of stuff that you can actually bring to a character. So you see, like, I have both Buster Sword, which Buster Sword has Braver, and then he gets HP up, and then he gets Strength up once you uncap it the second time. Then a cap up at 2, and then attack boost at 3. So that's all passive stats that he has as long as he has it equipped. When you head over to Mirasame, where's Mirasame at? And like I said, it did crash, but we're back. So Mirasame right here, you see you get physical up on this as well. Lightning potency, sigil boost, which is good for breaking and all that type of stuff. Attack boost, you get both. You get attack boost twice right here that boosts it up. So essentially what's happening is, even though you'll get weapons and even though you may get like 5-star weapons, it may not always be the best thing to put certain weapons together. Say like, this is not one of his weapons, but say like with Zach, if I was going for defense and I was trying to just go for all defensive weapons, then if you put Crystal Sword on him, I'm just using an example, it's just I don't have all Zach weapons to do this, but you see you get Healing Wave right here, which I don't have that equipped right now, but what essentially that does is give you a thing that necessarily isn't really about what the build that you're trying to do, which is why I don't have this, I'm not using this weapon on Cloud right now, because it's going to be like a one-off. It's going to be wasted because Cloud is, I got Hard Edge and Murasame on Cloud right now, and he doesn't have anything else to boost healing right now. I don't have any passives that boost the healing right now, so there's no point in me putting that sword on Cloud. But I put like another attack sword on it. Even though that's a 5-star, that's a case in point right there where you don't want to do that unless you're actually physically going about doing that. Now there's other swords. There's one other sword that Cloud can put on that would make Cloud like a healing type of swordman, like a paladin type. If you want to do that, if you want to go for that, I just let Aerith do it because Aerith has more staffs that are basically around all that. So then on Aerith, I would put all the stuff together that would boost healing. And I don't even have all of her stuff to do that. She's kind of like in between right now. She's just good regardless. Like I got the nuker cane. She's basically right now, she's in caster spec where she nukes and has like a little bit of healing here and there, because I just didn't get the other weapons that go for that. She has 2 weapons that I don't have right now that can deal with casting. I'm just trying to get you guys into the mindset of where this game is going, because this is literally the same type of stuff that's in again Near Reincarnation. Like it's the same type of building and everything else like that, which is one of the reasons why I still play that game, because you can go so deep and so in depth with how much you build a character, and they leave you a lot of player freedom to actually build a character, which I like that. That same player freedom is here. It's actually easier in this game so far, and just as big, as long as they leave it like this, it's easier in this game to build the characters, and Near you gotta grind really like a lot, but in this it doesn't seem that hard at all. I'm in the beginning, I'm already pushing towards builds I want to push towards. Obviously you got to get the stuff, but you can get level 3 versions of the stuff, not the super rares. Like Murasame doesn't have a level 3 or something like that, but for the most part you can get the base level 3 things and start making your build early, and then limit break the gear and put things that like, well, let's go to enhance so I can show you. You can start uncapping. You can go into rarity of the item. Like this can't go any higher obviously because it's 3-star. Let me go into this one, show you this one. So you see like the uncapped level right here, and then the rarity. Like if I want to do that, you can actually go ahead and farm this. There's multiple ways to do that. You can farm it in dispatch, which is exactly how it sounds. Like it has a dispatch system where you can actually go fight and get parts of the specific weapon, and then limit break it up to star 4 or star 5, and you can essentially make like a 5-star type of thing. It's not like the same type of thing like actually getting the like a Murasame or something like that. Those are like considered like unique type of weapons, but this is still good, and you can still make your build like that. And then you have overboost as well, which is going to give you more stats when you get to the 5-star rarity, and that's on everything. You can even build it towards that, because the hard edge is, this hard edge right here is the same original hard edge that you start with. It's the same 3-star, but they force you into the 5-star because they give it to you in the storyline. And you see I'm 30 short of basically being able to overboost to the 1st star. So that's like you going beyond, like, so right now the hard edge would be 6-star once I get 30 more of those, which as you can see I'm farming towards that. Now, which also leads you to this, which is the extra things that you can unlock on the items that I showed you before. All right, so to wrap all this up, what I wanted to do is basically just to go in on pretty much what the gaming loop is. We talked a little bit about it, but this is further ahead into the game, and I want to break it down from that point. So let's head over here into party. Hopefully it does not crash. And we should be good. Yeah, we're going to be good. All right, so here we are in the party screen. And let's take a Cloud, for instance. What I want to do is just kind of like give you like a heads up on how things relatively work, and what you should do to have like just good power and go from there. So you have key points where the game basically scales up and just is going to jump into power. For the most part, what you want to do is you want to try to have one weapon be at what would be considered 6-star, which we have both Aerith and Cloud right now. Both have 6-star weapons. Zach does not, because you have to actually build and get stuff. You kind of get Cloud's hard edge free to that point, as long as you're doing the story and as long as you're pushing it along with the quest and everything else like that. You'll get hard edge basically at that point. But the key thing in all this is what you do after all that. So we're gonna go in with Cloud, and what you do after that is you have to start working on your relative build and what you want to do. Now, all of the skills right here, the C abilities, come from my 2 weapons right here on my main equip. As you guys can see right here, Braver is a part of the Buster Sword, and Thunderstrike is a part of Mirasame. Now you see Braver is now on top with Thunderstrike, and if I change to a different weapon, like let's say if I change over here to Healing Wave, then I'll have Healing Wave. But the problem with doing that is that most of these weapons that I'm using right now don't have a lot of heal stuff on them. So I'll have Healing Wave obviously, which is cool and everything else like that, but it's better just to keep to whatever build that I'm actually doing. Now there's plenty of other weapons here. I got Runara Burst. And you notice that whenever I change the weapon, Thunderstrike is changing as well. I mean, Thunderstrike is staying there as well because we're just, changing the weapons and changing the skill abilities. Now, the L ability is a part of the character itself, and you get more L abilities when you character level up. So I'm going to show that in a bit. But the cool thing about this is the R abilities and the S abilities. The R abilities come from all your weapons, including your sub weapons. So if we back out, and then all the way out, game. If you go to sub weapons now, even though these sub weapons aren't for Cloud, what they're essentially doing is they're helping out my R abilities right here. So you see I have HP up, I have strength for physical up. Now it's all according to what you have unlocked, as you can see right here. So I don't have a lot of this unlocked, but this is what I'm getting right now on that. And it's just the R abilities. All the rest of it does not come through. All right, so let's do this. Is there a way to do this without all the way going back? I don't want to do that. I don't think there is. I think it's going to go all the way back. Yeah, it is. So you have the abilities of all of these right here, just the R abilities. So we got strength on this one. We got HP up on this one, which translates over here. So that's why I have level 3 HP up. I got strength up and then physical strength up, which is all good for Cloud. Cloud is supposed to be, sitting there bruising and doing damage and everything else like that. You can also level these weapons up, and that will also level up the R abilities, which again helps your build. You're gonna go for HP, you're gonna go for strength, depending on whatever the weapon has and whatever way that you want to level up. So you pretty much have to uncap these weapons and then bring them up. Now the interesting thing is that these are weapons for other characters. Obviously this is Tifa, Barret, and Red 13's weapons respectively. So you would have to take them off if you're using those particular characters, and because obviously you're gonna want to use this stuff because this is good gear for those characters. However, if you're getting unlucky and you, like, let's say you don't want to use those 3 characters, which many people probably want to use Tifa because she's really good in this game. I just don't want to use her right now because I'm going to use her at launch. I figured I would use Zack and Air because I'm probably not going to use Zack and Air at launch. Maybe Air because they give you stuff for her, but probably not. And it looks like they're pushing Zack more towards the tank type of version of Cloud with his weapons. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. It's cool having Zack and Cloud out there at the same time for this right now, but I'm probably not going to do that global. So I'm just going to use them now to see how far I can get and what I can do with them now. If it's going to be worth it, and if it is, then maybe I'll use them global. But for the most part, I'm probably going to use Tifa. And then maybe Aerith, because I'm going to have somebody heal. So somebody's going to have to heal, but she might be out there anyway. But Cloud is 100% because Cloud broke in this game. Just a heads up. So that's how it works when it comes to building and everything else like that. I do not think necessarily that the S abilities carry over, and the L abilities definitely don't. But the C abilities carry over for the first 2 main weapons. Only the 2 main weapons they carry over. So whatever you put these 2 as is what you're going to end up with right here. So keep that in mind. But then you also have your materia stuff that will actually level up, which we'll talking about in a second. All right, so materia can also level up. And we have Ruin Blow right here. And let's see, maybe I'll just use this as an example because 2 weapons are going to be using. So Ruin Blow, automatically we get this all the way up to 5. It doesn't cost very much. I'm going to see that we're getting stats as we push through. I'm not sure if those stats are random or not, but they don't seem like very big when I was looking at all the type of stuff conversions before. You get 1+ extra attack, 2+ HP, and 1+ defense. Not great in my opinion, but you do get extra damage on the skill. So Ruin Blow is higher now. On top of that, which just stays at the 3 ATB. I wish that got a little bit lower, but doesn't. And then you have the upgrade, which I get at +15, which is pretty much the limit break to make it go higher, which is cool. One of the more important things that I feel that you should upgrade immediately, like the damage seems like it's just fine. Whoever your heal is, upgrade Cure, because Cure is ass in the beginning of this. Like, you gotta cure so much and you waste turns like that. So my first thing that I'm gonna upgrade on, like, automatically is just Cure. You also get to upgrade these skills, but they're a part of your growth. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Head over here to characters. Now, if you notice right here, I'm in the character stream. That is pretty much like your growth with those that you unlock, kind of like the prisms and usual Final Fantasy games. You start down here on tier 1. And once you hit level 30, you can hit tier 2. Which all my characters that I use are at level 30 right now. It's easy to farm this stuff as long as you push up the tower and do the relative quests that they ask you to do. So you can see that we can get Seal Evil right here, which is right here. It tells you, like, literally like right there, it has a lock because you have to get to a certain point in the story to actually get the part sword. That's all that is right there. That's the only reason why it's locked. And you can actually upgrade Healing Wind right here, which, again, once you get to a certain part of the story, you can start getting all of these and you can start going in and, you know, doing your thing and all that type of stuff. But it costs a lot, so keep that in mind. And you definitely, with Aerith, you definitely don't want to do that again because the healing potency in this game is really trash. So let's put it out there. The faster that you get your heal stuff going, the better. Same thing with DPS. Concentrate on the DPS stuff and make sure that your DPS people are doing their DPS. Whoever's tanking, make sure that they're tanky. Go after life nodes and whatever they're tanking with, like, because with Defender on Zac is really strong. It gets some increased damage reduction and the ability to heal. So that's really OP for Zac. Yeah, summons I don't have unlocked yet, so I'll probably have to talk about that at a later date, because that's going to be 20. That's going to be a while. That's pretty much the tower that I showed you guys before, so it's going to be a little while to actually do that. So don't worry, I'm working on it. Be working on it. Now, as far as the way that all of this feels right now, as long as they leave the game this way, the flow of the game is extremely enjoyable. Like, even if you end up at a point of where you get stuck, there's things you can go do. Like, you can go, if you get stuck long enough, you can go and actually start doing content. And I wish the one thing that they would change is the ×3 system of where you actually go into a dungeon, you can ×3 it once you complete it, and then you get the ×3 when you complete it one time. There's a limit on that. You can only do that 10 times in a day, and then after that, when it runs out, you're back to doing it single, which I feel is unnecessary unless they're trying to like help the server or something like that. Just let us, if we're going to expend our stamina, let us expend our stamina. There's no reason to do all that. But yeah, the overall flow is just great. So the last thing we're going to talk about for this particular video is the whimsical but useful chocobo farm. And it loads. It takes a little while for it to go in here though. All right, so there we go. So what you can do is you can buy chocobo, and eventually in a quest you can get one too, and go ahead and get different chocobo. So my 2 chocobo are back. That means that they're done with the request. So you head over here. Stop talking to me, sir. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, they're not done. But what ends up happening is once they're done, you get rewards based off of how far you explored and what type of chocobo that you sent, and how strong the character is. So you see we got Cloud chilling with chocobo right now, and we're getting all these coins, which are useful. And then over here we have Aerith running around, and she's getting all those coins. And you see I'm getting achievements because all of this counts right here. I'm just not, I'm not doing anything, and I'm just picking up all this stuff, and it goes back to what it's doing. So when you come in and you snatch all of that stuff up, you start to get the chocobo coins. I didn't talk to this guy over here. I'll talk to him now. So you can just rename or retire over here. Okay, whatever. Bye, Billy. Let's go over to his daughter. His daughter has the store. All right, so if you want to start going for like a better chocobo, which eventually you can, like a more higher level one, as you guys can see, with better stats, you can just give her some coins and then you get one. Or you can, if you want to go for 3, like I can snatch this one if I wanted to, which I'm not. I'm gonna wait for something a little bit higher, maybe like 200 or 300, and snatch that. Or maybe I'll even wait to 600, and then you can expand the stable, and then I'll have 3, and then I can send 3 characters out like that. But yeah, all it really does is just help you when it comes to, getting extra things, because when you go over the missions, you see we got currency. Explore 50% of the area in Midgard, 100 currency for that. Which ain't bad. 100 currency ain't bad at all. Then exploitation types, and then, it just keeps going from there. So, it's definitely not like something that you're going to want to ignore or skip by. It's just, it's extra resources. It's just, something extra to do in the game. Cheesy. And then occasionally you're going to get these chests that appear in here. There was a chest over there before, but apparently I got this one already. I don't see one over there. So But it looked like it does come back, but I'm probably too early because you'll probably only get it once a day. So just kind of like a thing to encourage you to come back in here. But yeah. So we'll summon, and then I will let you guys get out of here. Pretty much talked about everything. Got the multiplayer, got the pretty much how you level up and get stronger in this game. Again, it's very streamlined, very much fun. I'm gonna enjoy it when it comes global. It's already like one of my more favorite gacha games out here because it's just really polished with the way that it's actually going about this thing. But I want to be fair and say that this is really what Nier Reincarnation does. It's just like Nier in a different coat of skin. If we're being real, it's the same system, which is why I already know how to do everything, because it's the same system, not anything different. Not that that's bad, because there's nothing wrong with that in the game, but this game doesn't lag the way Nier does, which makes me look at Nier and be like, devs, like Square, really? Like give Nier the same server or something. I don't know. Like, devs just be deving. I'll get it. So I guess the best thing I could do right now is just keep pushing along this so I can just go to the end and get Cloud's outfit. Let's see, key change here. I need Zack stuff. So how much Zack stuff do I have? I have 2 weapons here for that. I don't need Barret. I'm not even using them. Let's take that out. Can I just not? I'll do this. What about... Oh, I could just overlap it. Okay. Yeah, I could just overlap it. Homing Blast? Yeah, let's go for that one. And this is Red 13 stuff. Error. Thundaga. No, we don't want to go for Thundaga. What's this one? Kiraga. Definitely. Let's take this one out. What is this one? Saving Grace. Increase defense. Is that just magic defense or all defense? Magic defense up. Lightning resistance. Physical. That's good if you want to do attack build, but meh. Tempest Force. Okay. Blizzaga. The Quagga one is ridiculous. Yeah, maybe I'll just upgrade this. I'll try to upgrade this. So let's set that. And I guess if it's featured, I don't have to actually put it here because it's always going to do that. Bloody End. Critical hit rate up. Stalwart Barrier. Oh, this is your defender. Shock Slice. Let's just leave it like this. This is fine. I like how you can just see, like, it's so streamlined and you can just do stuff like that. All right, so I'm definitely gonna get the outfit now because my next summon is the lowest you can get is 1, so it's already a wrap. Okay. So something came out. Like, I'm mad. Call me out here every summon. I'm mad. You gonna dodge, you gonna block. Oh, you parried. That's new. Never did that one before. Oh, because it's a fever. How many? One. Oh, just one. How is it still buried if I didn't even have them on the thing? All right, whatever. I'm skipping. They give me micro laser again. What does this one do again? Oh, it's the mana ward. Interesting, they still threw Barret out here. ×3 and it's over. That's great. Does it start over if you do that? Oh, there's another page. Look at the guarantee. They get it. I don't know, it's obviously separate devs, some other games and stuff like that on Square, but they definitely get it here because they're doing everything to encourage you to play this game. Like, again, this is like beta and all this type of stuff, so you're not really trying that hard to summon and everything else like this. So we're free to play right now, but this is pretty good for free to play. It gives you a shot to actually get the stuff. All right, so this is no guarantee right now, but you can still get a gold. But it's probably gonna just be one. He's gonna block. Braver. Might not get anything here. Might not even get a purple. Yep. I see that 5200 and it's just braver. So all we doing is getting parts here, which isn't a bad thing. But we get the cloud outfit now. There it is. Which gives you defense up and lightning potency. Very useful. Looks lit too, because it kind of makes them look like Advent Children. Oh, we're being bad. Not there. Not there. So that's all I really got for you guys right now. Again, I'm just greatly appreciative and just having fun with the game right now. That is actually not a trash game. There he is. No, that it's not a trash game is pretty cool, and definitely something that we can have fun with. So like and subscribe. There'll be more content on the game in the future. I'm not sure how much more on this beta because there's not much more to do besides grinding to fight some really hard fights, which will be cool, but it's the same fights we've already seen. It's not anything new. Just higher power fights, which, you know, that's cute and everything, but I'm pretty sure you guys will want to see something new along that aspect. So catch you guys next video. Peace and see you soon. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.